Good evening. Before I get into my invention, let me start by giving you a sense of context. Let's talk about the background first of all. So let's talk about transportation for a minute. Now, as you all know, transportation breaks down to three main categories, right? There are three main ways we move around. Public transportation, as some of you might know, is one of the safest ways to move around. We are traveling a lot higher than other vehicles. It's really safe. Automobiles also are getting a lot safer in time with all these collision prevention systems and all latest technologies built into them. I think the previous speaker explained them pretty well. So they are also really safe and they are getting safer. Motorcycles, however, haven't really evolved much since their inception. And if you look at the statistics, a motorcyclist is 26 times more likely to die due to an accident on the road in comparison to a car. So, and also, if you dig a little bit deeper, a motorcyclist dies every 25 seconds on the road. 80% of the motorcyclist population is found in the Asian region, and there's 7.2% annual year-over-year growth in this industry. There are over 700 million motorcyclists in the world today, and so what all these things mean is that there are a lot of people on the road who are getting extremely vulnerable and who are facing a lot of difficulties, and there has to be some kind of a solution to make their lives easier and safer, and that's exactly what the IHelmet does. So what is the IHelmet? In a sentence, it's a smart helmet which is capable of providing safety and convenience you find in a high-end car to an ordinary motorcycle rider. So I actually love to be followed by the previous speaker. So whatever he said, replace car with a motorcycle, and that's what I'm going to talk about. So yeah, it's an embedded system. There's an Android app which communicates with your helmet via Bluetooth technology. What you see on the top is the way you should mount your smartphone on your motorcycle, or even if you keep it in your pocket, that should be fine. There are LED indicators and voice commands built inside the helmet, so even if you keep the phone inside your pocket, the phone is capable of communicating with it via Bluetooth. Talking about features, there are a lot. Since I don't have time to talk about all these things, I'll explain some of the key features, starting with blind spot assist. According to research data, 40% of the motorcycle accidents happen due to rear-end collisions. Since motorcycles are small, vehicles don't notice them and end up hitting them from behind. So in order to tackle this issue, in order to save that 40% of accidents, there's a special ultrasonic sensor built into the back of the IHelmet, so it can constantly scan the environment behind it and calculate the distance it is maintaining with the nearest following vehicle. Also, using GPS, the IHelmet app can calculate the motorcycle's current speed in real time, and some of you might know that there's an international standard called 2 seconds law. When you're driving on the road, you have to maintain a 2 seconds clearance with the vehicle in front of you, depending on your speed. The faster you go, the more clearance you have to maintain. So, based on the data the IHelmet gathers, it knows your current speed and it knows the clearance you are maintaining with the vehicle behind you. So, if you are not maintaining the industry standard 2 seconds clearance, then it can alert both the motorcyclist and also the vehicle behind through external LED indicators to maintain his clearance. And that's why these smart tail lights are built. If the rear vehicle is getting too close to the motorcycle, then these external LEDs come on and warn him to back off to maintain his clearance. Also, when you're slowing down, there are accelerometers built into the helmet, so it can detect that you're slowing down, and these tail lights can act as brake lights. And also at night, it has a light sensor built in, so at night when you come to a complete stop, these lights will stay on, acting as tail lights, so other vehicles can notice you. And then since the IHelmet app can calculate the speed in real time, you can predefine a speed limit, and if you ride faster than that, the system can immediately alert you to slow down. Also, if you face an accident, this is kind of the black box example explained before as well. If you face an accident, the IHelmet can automatically send SMS messages to up to three predefined contacts containing your exact location you crashed, the speed you crashed, or the accelerometer data, which can be used to figure out where you crash, and all kind of other sense information it can gather. So people can immediately come for your help and also investigate what really happened during the accident. Also, unlike in cars, motorcycles don't have any air purification systems or air conditioning systems. So you are breathing direct air. So if that air is polluted with toxic gases or smoke, then the IHelmet can monitor the air condition you are breathing, and if it is not really safe, then it can warn you to wear a mask or take some safety precautions so that you can ride safely and in a healthy way. Talking about the IHelmet app, it's a really simple user interface. This is the only user interface it has. There are no menus or anything. On the top you can pick which features you want. On the bottom panel, this is the settings menu. You can adjust all the settings. I think you can't see the text in the screen, but you can adjust all the settings using this menu. And then there's a summary of all the sensor readings and input. You never actually have to read any of these things, but in case you need it, they are there. And also a real-time speedometer, and also an indicator that indicates the clearance you are maintaining with the vehicle behind you. Talking about monetizing the product, you can sell the IHelmet with the helmet included for $115 with a 40% profit margin. Also, you can sell just the electronics unit, which can be retrofitted into any existing helmet. And also the app alone, without any hardware, the app alone can provide about 60% of the features I just explained it. This speed alerts and crash alerts, some critical features, of course, will not work. They need the physical IHelmet to work. For example, the blind spot assist feature requires the physical helmet. But there are some features which can work without any hardware at all. And so you can just download the app and connect your smartphone to your motorcycle and get a part of the experience that way. Also, we are planning to bring in sustained revenue through targeted advertising, insurance company partnerships, and business-to-business partnerships. Talking about the product roadmap, today the product is built in a very cost-effective way so that it can be manufactured for a very low cost, and so it can be sold to the end customer at a very affordable price. Notice that like I said, 80% of the motorcyclists are found in the Asian region. So for them to be able to afford this, it has to be very affordable, and so it's one of the most important features of this product. In the near future, we are planning to reduce the price even further, push more software updates, and also plan to integrate a Google Glass-like display, and so to add more features and to make the experience even more convenient. And in the long-term moonshot idea, we are planning to integrate this to the self-driving car ecosystem and also use AI and big data mining techniques to come up with more innovative features. So with all these techniques and technology behind, what the IHelmet does is taking this traditional, really unsafe and kind of outdated method of transportation and turning it into this really cool and safe, convenient method of transportation. So that's a very short briefing of the IHelmet, and I also thought about giving you a general overview about innovation and how to build things and stuff like that. So these are things I've done when I was a kid. Inventions I built when I was schooling, and I think all of them won All Ireland and international awards. And so if you want to be a good innovator, what are the kind of qualities you need to have? I've kind of identified three main qualities, and I've seen a lot of people saying the same thing as well. If you want to be a good innovator, first of all, you need to be able to build things, right? It's surprising how much people discount the abilities of getting your hands dirty. I mean, people don't really give much value into writing good source code or building something, but this is the most important ability you need to have if you want to be an innovator. You need to be able to build something. And also, people don't really read much these days, especially in technology. Things change so fast, so you need to be updated all the time, and it's really easy these days because of social media and things like that. If you subscribe to the right pages, then news will find you, so you can always stay updated. I actually go for a lot of new inventions competition, judging sessions and stuff. And what I see is a lot of people spend an enormous amount of time and energy into building something which you can already buy from eBay for like $5. So if you don't do your research before building something, then if that thing already exists, then a lot of energy can be wasted. So in order to prevent that, you should always be updated. And even if you build the best product in the world, if you can't market it, if you are not capable of selling it, then also it's not going to do much help. I think Steve Jobs would be a perfect example. Also, I actually have some example videos as well, but since we are running out of time, I'll keep this short. You need to be able to sell your product, and you need to be able to market it. If you are in a competition, if you can't express your product in a summarized way within the given time period, then no matter how good your product is, it's not going to help. Also, after all these things are in place, once you start a business out of it, financial management is also critically important. Once cash flows in, once your product become a hit and cash flows in, if you immediately go out and buy yourself a car or BMW or something, then the business will run out of money. So you need to be financially educated as well. So these three skills are critically important if you want to survive as an entrepreneur, and also if you want to become a good innovator. And also, even if you have all these things, one thing that is guaranteed is failure, right? When you're building something, there will be a lot of failures, a lot of times things won't work, and if you just give up, then even if you have the talents to make things happen, none of that is going to matter. So you should have the grit not to give up, and those things I think are the most important things you need to have if you want to become a successful innovator and an entrepreneur, and also in general life, if you want to succeed, you have to master these skills. Yeah, so that's what I had to say tonight, and I was also asked to ask like two questions, right? One question, okay. This is going to be the easiest question of all. Since I said that you need to be updated about the industry and you need to read a lot, I'm going to show you a CEO. Just tell me who that CEO is and what his company is. The first one is going to be too easy, so I'm not going to give this one. Second one is also, this is also easy, right? Okay. At least the next guy's name is going to be hard to be pronounced. So yeah, let's pick this guy. Who this guy is, what his company is, and you get the prize. No idea? Yeah.
Company's number.
Oh, okay.
Travis Scott.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so I actually have the IHelmet here. If you want to have a look, just meet me during the break and I'll give you a live demo. So yeah, that's what I have for today's evening. Thank you.